Hey, what's going on, guys? BruskPoetYT here, back with an all new video for you guys today, and in today's video is going to be something a little bit different, but it's still going to be Mortal Kombat X related, and that is all the characters that were cut from Mortal Kombat X. Now, these are characters that were considered to be in Mortal Kombat X and were discussed or were in early drafts of something, but didn't make the final cut of the game. And there's a lot of characters that I'm going to be talking about in this video that I really do wish were in the final cut of the game. But with that being said, let's get into the video. Rain, an obvious Kombat Pack 2 snub and a very controversial character upon the community on whether or not he should be DLC again due to his DLC inclusion in Mortal Kombat 9. Well, that couldn't have caused any controversy at all if NetherRealm decided to include him in the first place, because he was definitely discussed to be on the main roster of Mortal Kombat X as confirmed by Brian Chard. And like I kept saying before Kombat Pack 2 was revealed, he should have been on the main roster and not DLC. Also, Reiko, a character that I remember during the Mortal Kombat X hype days, was highly rumored to be in the game and was actually somewhat true. Confirmed by Brian Chard, he was initially going to be playing a role in the story mode and was discussed to be on the main roster as well. Brian Chard also says that Reiko was discussed to be the general for Mileena to fight against Kotal Khan in the Outworld Civil War, or to be the head of resistance against Mileena. I honestly love this character, and the fact that he had a good chance to be in the game but decided by NetherRealm not to go that route disappoints me very much. Skarlet, my favorite female, actually made it into the early drafts of the story mode and was also considered to be on the main roster. This makes me very disappointed, but at the same time, I'm actually glad. Obviously, I'm disappointed because I didn't get to play as my favorite female and see her appear in the story mode, but what I am glad about is that they actually have some stuff planned for her, and hey, what if she actually made herself in the category of relevance to the story? It would have been a great move to develop the character, and this is what you should always do with underdeveloped characters. This tells me if they had some plans for Skarlet in Mortal Kombat X but didn't get to finish it, then they will pick up where they left off during the development of Mortal Kombat 11, and I can say that she has a really good chance in the next game. The one and only Havik could have been making an appearance in Mortal Kombat X's story mode, but was never brought up in the early drafts or the final draft of the game's story mode. Havik was brought up, but it was unconfirmed whether or not he made an early draft of the story mode or if he was almost there but he got cut or whatever. But we do know that he was considered to be in the Mortal Kombat X story mode, but obviously that didn't happen. Also, the one and only Fujin, arguably the major snub of the Kombat Pack 2, and a character almost everyone wants to see return for a next generation version of him. Believe it or not, he was actually discussed to be on the main roster of Mortal Kombat X, but for some reason did not make the roster drafts when they went into further development. And I feel like they cut him out because of the small little role he played in the story, but also somewhat significant. However, I still feel like it's stupid how they cut him out of the game if it is for that reason, because characters like Kung Lao and Kitana and some others paid no relevance to the story mode, but still managed to make it into the roster for some reason. In terms of guest characters that could have made their way into Mortal Kombat X, one of them was the Terminator. Yes, said by Ed Boon himself, the Terminator was in consideration to be in Mortal Kombat X, and this is obvious because during the time of Mortal Kombat X, the new Terminator movie was coming out, and it was Terminator Genesis. Now, this shouldn't come as a surprise for those who look objectively on how NetherRealm chooses their guest characters. Whenever there's an iconic character that's violent enough to be in a Mortal Kombat game, NetherRealm will try to find a way to get that character in their game so they can promote the movie. It always happens, because the Leatherface movie is going to be coming out this year, and who do we have in the game? Yes, that's right, Leatherface. But not only was Terminator considered to be in the game, but also iconic horror slasher from the Halloween franchise, Michael Myers, was also brought up in discussion for him to be included in Mortal Kombat X. Now, as we obviously know, Michael isn't in the game, and I think I know why. Like I previously said, if there's a new movie coming out for an iconic character who is violent enough to be in a Mortal Kombat game, NetherRealm will try to find a way to have that character included in their game to promote the movie. Well, if you guys didn't know, there was supposed to be a new Halloween movie called Halloween Returns coming out in 2016. But around the end of 2015, it was announced that Halloween Returns is officially cancelled, and Dimension Films lost the rights to the Halloween franchise. So I'm guessing NetherRealm heard about this and said, well, Michael Myers isn't having a new movie, but Leatherface is, so let's put him in the game. Hopefully a studio like Universal will buy the rights to the franchise and a new Halloween movie is out by 2017 or 2018. And if that happens, then you can expect Michael Myers to be in Mortal Kombat 11. Michael Myers is my second favorite horror icon, and he might make his way up to first, tied with Chucky. But those are all the characters that I know of that were considered or discussed or were in drafts of Mortal Kombat X but did not make the final cut. What do you think of these characters that could have had a chance in the game? Are you guys disappointed that these characters did not make the game? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and subscribe for all things Mortal Kombat. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. My name is BruskPoetYT, and I'm out for now.